Hi, my name's Tracy. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to water your blackberries or any other vegetables in a row. Stay tuned. So you could spend hours upon hours outside a day just wasting the day away watering your blackberries or your blueberries or vegetables in your garden. However, anything that you water outside, especially if you've got long rows of it like we do with blackberries. Now we have 5 80-foot rows. That would take us literally multiple hours per day if we needed to be in a watering situation. And that's actually how when we started out with 2 80-foot rows, that's what we did. And we spent at least an hour or more every night watering and counting to 10 or 15 seconds on each plant and just moving down the row. And there's some tricks and tips and things that you can do to not have to water so much, even if it's dry out. Like you could put a mulching compost of some sort, whether that's a straw or a hay or wood chips, and it really depends on what we're talking about, what we're trying to keep that water source in the ground on. If it's blackberries, I personally don't like to use wood chips. It's been my belief that they don't. That the wood chips might be too heavy and might not allow the new shoots to pop up every year. So we usually use hay or straw, and we put it on pretty thick, and it still allows those shoots to pop through. But what happens is it could be 100 degrees out, but it's that mulch, like I said, whatever it is, wood chips or the straw or grass material, will allow that soil underneath not to dry out, and any water that you put on it, it's going to allow it to be held in the ground. And so what we came across was drip tape, and so we're using this 5/8 drip tape. It's a real thin plastic tape, and there's a tiny hole every 4 inches, and we put an 8 psi regulator on our garden hose, and it just allows it to do a little drip. And within every 100 foot, it's giving you about a gallon per minute. And so what happens is whenever you have a slow water intake into the ground, just like if it was a nice real slow rain, it's going to soak in. Where if it was a hard rain and a fast rain, it's going to, it's not going to soak in the ground. It's going to run off to the lower parts of your land. And with this here, if you let this rain, let's say all day long, say it was real dry, you was in a drought, and you thought, well, I'm just going to let this drip all day long. That next day, you'll be able to stick an 18-inch screwdriver down in the ground just because it soaked it down in the ground. And it really makes using your water efficient, whether that's coming out of your well, or maybe you're in the city, or maybe you're using rainwater catchment system and you don't have a whole lot of water on your place. So you want to be efficient as possible with your water. So this product here, we buy it in a 1,000-foot roll spool, and I think you can get it probably even up to 5,000 feet. But this is our second spool that we've ever used, and we've used it for many things. And we've been blackberry farming since 2013, and I think we come across it shortly after the first year of our blackberry farming. So it has, we usually don't replace it every year. What happens is we'll even leave it out over winter, and if it doesn't have any splits in it, then we just keep using it until it does start to have a pinhole somewhere here or there. But it's a great product. So I just put out this 5th row of blackberries. We haven't strawed it yet, and it's really taken a lot of moisture out of the ground. So we're going to go lay this on the ground, and we're going to straw over it. But you can do it both ways. You can straw it and lay this on top of the straw. And that's actually how I usually do it, because I'm not going to pull up all my straw mulch just to put this underneath of it. And it really doesn't affect it one way or the other. But right now, since it's a new row of berries, I don't have any fencing up. And when this is off, it's really light, and the wind coming across can blow it off of your plants if you don't have it weaved in and out of your plants. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to cover it with the straw mulch, and that'll keep it from blowing away. And later on we'll get our fencing put up. Whenever you cut it, you just go a little bit past your row. I usually go about a foot, and then you know, cut off about 4 or 5 more inches. This is the neatest thing. And that's it. So whenever you pressurize this thing, it's gonna well that up at the end, and it's not gonna slide off, and that's how it makes its own end cap. Pretty cool. Hey, thanks a lot for watching the video today. We really appreciate it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do so. But I've got to get back to putting this straw mulch on this here, so all this hard work that we've done with watering doesn't dry the ground out. So again, thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next one.